Let's go on to Gustavo Molinari. Is a Molinari? Is that an Italian name? He says, "Hi Mehran, do you ever get depressed?" Of course, why not? It's part of us human beings. If so, how do you deal with it? Thanks. I learn a lot from you. My pleasure, Gustavo. Well, everybody gets depressed. It's not something that it should be surprising. It's part of our human emotions and reactions and interactions that we have during our daily life, and the things that are happening. It goes against what we thought and hoped that it would go, against our plans or aspirations and setbacks for what we want to achieve, and all those are reasons for us to be a little bit thoughtful or in thoughts or feel down. And then a day later or a few hours later, we may actually feel something elated, and we focus on something and we forget about what it was that was actually in our mind, and then we have no reason to think about it, because how you feel is how you think. So if you forget about the way we were thinking about something, then the way you used to feel about what you were thinking will not come up either, and that feeling of being in low mood will go away. But the way to handle in most of these feelings, beside of the serious ones that you need to discuss it with your doctor and go and get a checkup and a blood test and figure out if there is any chemical imbalance in you or not, and talk to your psychologist and have them to help you out. We're not talking about those cases. We're talking about the regular moods of ups and downs that everybody has during their daily life. What I do, I simply right away, if something is really concerning me, I focus on the things that I really love in my life. I don't care how big or how small they are. The fact that I have that tea in front of me, and I focus and pay full attention to the enjoyment that I could receive from this tea. It doesn't have to be a tea on the jetliner going to Hawaii. It doesn't have to be some kind of a big deal in business. It doesn't have to be something extraordinary. I can also get enjoyment and pleasure from the blessings that I could receive from just having the opportunity to have general, basic, reasonable health and enjoy a cup of tea. Take a moment. Enjoy this life, this moment in life, this energy, this experience, rather than looking at it, drinking it, and yet my mind being all over the place with all other kinds of tangents and possibilities and crowded things or feeling or concerns. Why don't I just be one with this moment of time? Just become one with life. Just focus on the part of the flow of the river that is just passing in front of my feet. Don't care about what hasn't arrived, the part of the river flow that is coming from the mountain on the left side and hasn't arrived to the close proximity of me. And I won't worry about the kind of water, type of part of the water of this river that has passed by me already. I cannot reach it. I cannot change anything about it. And the one that hasn't arrived, I cannot see what it's bringing, what it's entailing, what's in it, and have no interaction with either one. The one that coming from the mountain from the left towards me, and the one that has already passed me and is continuing its journey downhill to the right. I can only be concerned and interact with the part of the water that is right in front of me passing by, that my feet can touch, my hands can go in the water and pick up something or get wet or interact with it. That's it. That's the moment of life that I should be fully focused and paying full attention to that. That is called the now. And if I come to the now, I have a better chance not to be depressed or low mood, because depressed is in thoughts. Thoughts are past. As soon as I think of it, is the past. The past doesn't exist. When the past itself doesn't exist, my low mood cannot exist when I'm not thinking about it. So how can I do that? By bringing myself to the moment, to the present, the actuality and the flow of life in front of me, when I can be involved with it, part of its happening, which is The part of the action and the effort that I am making to lift this cup up, that's the effort, the action. I am part of creating this action of drinking and tasting it and focusing on how bloody cold and bitter this bloody thing is. But even so, I can enjoy, I can be one with the enjoyment and of the experience of this drinking, which means I'm fully focused and paying attention to this happening and nothing but this, which naturally by default pushes away every other fly, every other thinking. That one of them was the one that brought me down. I'm kind of airing the room by focusing on the reality and actuality rather than letting illusions and thoughts of yesterday or tomorrow cloud my enjoyment of the clarity of the moment that I could have. Fully focus on that sip, that taste. There would be no thought. That's a meditation on its own. And that tranquility and assurance of be one with the flow of life at that very moment brings with it tremendous power of the energy of the universe that is flowing from one end of the universe to the other end of the universe. And you become one with that flow, and that flow is too big for anything to cause it and affect it, to make you feel down. You become more powerful than what it is that is actually depressing you, which is usually the regular cases we're talking about. Don't have enough money, or the girl left me, or these things like that. My project didn't go through, and all that shit like that. It's just really not important at all. Me enjoying this a little bit, fully into that, and experience that moment of life that is passing so quickly without really noticing, it's more valuable than that bloody whatever it was that has brought me down in the mood. You treat every second of your life as precious as it is, then you will have lots of reasons to focus on and not be depressed, as some of the things have made you feel that way. So focus on the things that you have, the little things, the things that you love. You like your job, you like the fact you have money, the fact that you're working, the fact that you like what you're doing. If you have children, you love your children. A sunny day, understand the sun. It's part of this life, shining on you, giving you so much energy. Enjoy it. Be one with the moments of life. And in those single moments of life, there's so much love and opportunity in there, and they're so short that in that short instance of sharing oneness with life, there is no chance and no time and no place for anything to interfere in your mind to cause the happiness that that moment can bring you dissipate. So focus on that moments, every moment of your life. That automatically pushes away what is the thoughts that are bringing you that low mood. I hope that is something for you to identify.